Hello, if you don't know me yet, my name is Hannah. Welcome to my channel. I usually talk about theater, but also books and sometimes films, so feel free to check out my other videos, potentially subscribe. Nice to see you. This year I decided to take part in the 2016 BookTube-A-Thon, which is a week-long event when basically people read a lot. And it's happening next week from the 18th of July until the 24th. I'm very excited to be taking part in that because I've never done any sort of readathons, so I think this should be fun. And now let me share with you the books I'm planning to read. So first of all, apart from all the official challenges that I'm planning to do, I'm also setting myself a special challenge, and that is to read a play every day. I do not read nearly as many plays as I should, to be honest, so I'm taking this as an extra kick, an extra motivation, and yeah, I'm determined to read one play each day. For that, I'm not setting a strict TBR. I do want to reread a couple of Chekhov plays, but for the other ones I will just go with the flow and probably choose English plays, but we'll see. So with that, obviously a couple of hours each day will be taken by the plays. So for the actual challenges, I've chosen some shorter books, and I hope it's doable. I hope to make it. Challenge number 1, a book with yellow on the cover. I've chosen a graphic novel, Master and Margarita. It has this bit of yellow and a yellow spine, so I think I'm counting that. And it just caught my eye in the library. The style is very simple. It's partly in black and white, partly in color. I have read Master and Margarita years ago, so this should be a fun way to just freshen my memory a bit. I'm also gonna be using this book for challenge number 2, only read a book after sunset, because I'm a coward and this is gonna be very short, so I'll just do that. I don't want to stay up all night reading. Challenge number 3, a book discovered through YouTube. Funnily enough, this is also one of my favorite authors, but I loved him as a child and then sort of forgot about him a bit. It's Neil Gaiman. I've chosen The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which is a book I've heard people talk about a lot a couple of years ago, and it sort of brought Neil Gaiman back into my mind. So I've actually had the book for a couple of years now and somehow didn't pick it up, almost like savoring it or waiting for the right moment, which is silly of course, so now I'm excited to finally read it. Number 4, book by a favorite author. So this is another of my teenage favorites, and that's Virginia Woolf. I've chosen this little book of hers called The London Scene, and it's very short but very beautiful. It has this map inside, and I believe it should be like a walk through London or just describing different places. It has really simple but beautiful art in it, so that should be another treat. Number 5, a book that is older than me. So I've looked through my bookshelves trying to find a book that would also look quite old and historical, and I've picked this beautiful edition of The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. It is translated to Czech. I don't usually read English books in translation, but with this one I just love the book itself so much that I want to read this specific copy. It has a lot of illustrations in it and I just love them so much. There's so many and all of them are just beautiful. The cover itself is cloth, and this is sort of glued on, I guess. And there's this gold writing on the spine. I love it. Number 6, read a book and watch an adaptation of this book. For this I've chosen another fairly short book, and it's The Reader by Bernhard Schlink. Obviously there is a very famous adaptation of this. I have seen it ages ago and don't really remember, so I'm really looking forward to watching that again in quick succession after reading it, to see how it was adapted, because one of my favorite authors actually wrote the screenplay, David Hare. So yes, that should be great as well. And challenge number 7 is read 7 books. So here I've only shown you 5. And I have no idea how long it will take me to read them. So if I do not have time, I will just count the plays and say I've totally read more than 7 books. If I do have time, I will just pick some more books that I will currently be in the mood for. If you're participating in the BookTube-A-Thon, I wish you happy reading. Have a lovely time. Bye!